is some new clothes. I don't know if you've ever experienced that tradition yourself, but one of the traditional baptism gifts is to give a new outfit. And the reason for that is because it represents that we are not who we used to be, that we're someone new. So when we come to faith in Jesus, we're united to Christ in baptism, when we enter into the body of Christ, when we become part of the church of Jesus, we are a new creation. So what was is no longer part of what is and what will be. Much like the Israelites leave behind their wandering in the wilderness, leave behind the slavery and bondage of Egypt, leave behind the arduous journey through the Red Sea, the panicked escape from the clutches of Pharaoh. They leave all of that behind, and they cross into this new land that that God has promised to them. They cross into this new land, and they leave behind everything about that 40-year-long ordeal of wandering in the wilderness, even the manna. So even the good stuff they leave behind because there's something even better. They are experiencing a newness, a renewal. And we as Christians understand that when we come into the church, when we receive Jesus, when we accept the gift that God gives us, this free gift of salvation, that we too enter into a new era, a new life. We become new creations. And as we become new creations, we too begin to leave behind parts of the old ways of living that are no longer necessary as we experience the plenty and the bounty of God's kingdom. When we enter into this new life, we experience a first taste of what God has promised will be the ultimate crossing over when we move from this current age that is defined by death, that is defined by struggle, that is defined by challenge. We will move into the resurrection age, which is defined by the lack of pain, the absence of sorrow, the complete and total presence of God in every molecule of creation. As we step over the waters of baptism, just as the Israelites stepped over the waters of the River Jordan coming into Canaan, we enter into a promised land, and we experience in our new life a preview, a foretaste of what will be in the ultimate restoration of all things. There are so many things about life that can be wonderful, that can be beautiful, that can be life-giving and sustaining. There are things about life that can be very, very difficult, that can be brutal, frankly, that can be cruel,